The drama surrounding the Indiana Fever reached new heights after veteran player Sophie Cunningham appeared to publicly challenge head coach Stephanie White over her treatment of star rookie Caitlin Clark. What began as a routine post-game press conference has quickly evolved into one of the most talked-about controversies in recent WNBA history, highlighting not just locker room tensions, but deeper cultural and generational divides within the league. At the heart of the storm is Caitlin Clark, the electric rookie who has brought unprecedented attention to women's basketball. But the spotlight she's attracting has come with a price: physical play, locker room friction, and a growing narrative that she's both the league's savior and its most polarizing figure. This isn't just about sports anymore. This is a league reckoning with its identity, its values, and its future, and Hollywood buzzing is here to break it all down. Clark's entry into the WNBA as the #1 overall pick in 2024 was met with overwhelming excitement. She brought a massive fan base from her college days at Iowa, boosted television ratings, and created a surge in merchandise sales unlike anything the league had ever seen. But success also invited scrutiny. Opponents began playing her more physically. Interviewers tossed out pointed questions, and whispers of resentment grew louder. Even within her own team, insiders reported mixed feelings. Some veterans believed Clark received preferential treatment, while others viewed her as a generational talent under unfair attack. Head coach Stephanie White eventually came to her rookie's defense, telling reporters, "She's under pressure like no other first-year player has been, and she's handling it with incredible composure. We need to protect her, not tear her down." Those remarks drew praise from some corners of the basketball world. For a brief moment, it seemed like Clark might finally get some relief. But then Sophie Cunningham entered the conversation, and everything changed. Known for her intensity on and off the court, Cunningham has never been one to hold back. Recently traded to the Indiana Fever, she quickly became both a team leader and a vocal ally of Clark. However, her recent comments stunned fans and insiders alike when she appeared to criticize Coach White directly. Speaking in an interview, Cunningham said, "It's easy to stand in front of microphones and say you're protecting Caitlin. It's another thing entirely to back it up behind closed doors. There's still a serious lack of accountability in this locker room." That bombshell accusation ignited a firestorm. Cunningham, a respected veteran who earned her stripes with the Phoenix Mercury, wasn't simply voicing concern. She was directly challenging the credibility of her head coach and the internal culture of the team. According to several team insiders, her comments brought to light a long-simmering divide among the Fever players. On one side are those who want to embrace Clark's rise and support her through the growing pains of stardom. On the other are those who believe the attention she's receiving is coming at the expense of other players who've been grinding in the league for years. Cunningham elaborated on her stance, stating, "I see how hard she works. I see the hate she gets, and the silence from within our own house is deafening. Standing up for her can't just be lip service. It needs to be a part of who we are as a team." While she did mention anyone by name beyond White, the implication was clear. There are players and staff within the Fever organization not doing enough. The response from Coach White was measured. In a follow-up interview, she said, "We have passionate players, and that passion is what makes us better. Sophie has her point of view, and I respect that. But my job is to protect all of our players, including Caitlin, and foster a unified culture." While diplomatically worded, many fans criticized White's response as lacking substance. Social media exploded with reactions, with some calling it corporate speak and others accusing her of deflecting the core issue. Why wasn't Clark being defended more vigorously on the court? Clark's rise has had undeniable ripple effects across the league. She brings in not only new fans, but also major sponsorships and national media attention. But that newfound spotlight has caused friction, particularly among veterans who feel they've been overlooked despite years of dedication. Cunningham seems to recognize this complex dynamic. She has positioned herself as someone who respects the old guard while also acknowledging the importance of supporting the next wave of talent. If we don't rally around Caitlin, we're going to lose fans, we're going to lose momentum, and most importantly, we're going to lose our integrity, she said bluntly. It's a profound statement that goes beyond basketball. It speaks to the soul of the league. Through all this, Caitlin Clark herself has remained remarkably silent. No tweets, no interviews calling anyone out, no public statements about the controversy. Instead, she's focused on her game. However, insiders say her bond with Cunningham has only strengthened behind the scenes. The two are reportedly often seen working out together before games and talking strategy on the bench. Cunningham even posted an Instagram story recently with the phrase, "Protect what matters," widely interpreted as a message of solidarity with Clark. Whether intentionally or not, Clark is allowing others to speak for her while she lets her performance speak volumes. As for Sophie Cunningham, her bold stance has earned her praise from fans, analysts, and even some fellow players. Many see her comments as necessary, uncomfortable but necessary. She said what a lot of people are thinking but are too scared to admit, one league insider noted. And that brings us to the big question. Where does this all go from here? The Indiana Fever are at a crossroads. Team chemistry, trust, and leadership will determine how far they can go this season. The underlying tension between Cunningham and White, even if it's played down in public, could seriously impact the locker room vibe. If Cunningham's words encourage others to speak up or force the coaching staff to take a harder look at their internal dynamics, this could be a pivotal moment for the franchise. But there's also a risk. If things spiral, it could hurt the team's performance and even push Clark to reconsider her long-term future with the organization. Let's not forget, rookie contracts in the WNBA aren't long, and players with star power like Clark will have options. She's already a household name and the face of the league's next generation. If she feels unsupported, that could affect more than just Indiana. It could reshape the entire league. Ultimately, this isn't just a sports drama. It's a mirror reflecting bigger issues: power, accountability, loyalty, and change. Cunningham didn't just defend a teammate. She challenged the entire system, from the coaching staff to the league office, demanding that actions match the lofty ideals often preached during press conferences. Stephanie White may be a capable coach, but Cunningham is pushing her and everyone else to do more, to be better, and to recognize that protecting the league's brightest stars is a collective responsibility. As the story unfolds, one thing is clear: the WNBA is undergoing a transformation. The question is whether it can evolve fast enough to support its rising stars without alienating the veterans who built the league from the ground up. So, what do you think? Did Sophie Cunningham cross a line, or was she saying what needed to be said? Is Stephanie White truly doing enough to protect Caitlin Clark? Or is it all just optics? And what does this controversy say about the direction the Indiana Fever and the league as a whole are heading in? Let us know your thoughts below, and make sure to stay locked in with Hollywood Buzzing for all the latest updates in women's basketball and beyond.